everyone. This is the Sunday service. Music Mindfulness. I am Kalani, your host. Today's theme is patience. So thank you for waiting for today's live stream. This is a community service of Kalani Music and is supported at patreon.com/Kalani. We appreciate that. I want to first send out prayers and blessings to everyone who is struggling in any way these days. And if you'd like, leave your kind words of support in the chat. This is our community, and you can express yourself in the chat area. To me, patience is, well, as they say, it is a virtue. But why is it so important? And why is it part of mindfulness and music? As a musician, we have to be patient because we want to achieve goals, just like in any part of life, but it takes a lot of time. It takes practice, perseverance, and it takes a lot of patience. It takes waiting, keeping your vision focused on your goals, and just knowing that even a large tub or bucket will be filled, even if it's a drop at a time. Lately, I've been experiencing opportunities to exercise my own patience out in the community. For example, driving around, waiting, waiting in line on queue in a store, waiting to be helped or served at a restaurant. All sorts of opportunities present themselves all the time so that we can practice patience, mindfulness. I'll give you an example. The other day, I was in a business and waiting, and I was waiting to be helped, and then somebody else came in the side and started talking to the person that was going to help me. And what I did is instead of focusing on that and feeling like I got cut off or interrupted, I decided to use it as an opportunity to practice attention, mindful attention, and I just started looking around and observing so I could see what's around me in my environment. Maybe I see something new. Maybe I'll see something I want to investigate later. And as I've mentioned before, every environment in which we find ourselves is an opportunity to find what I think of as free artwork. The patterns, the shapes, the colors, the textures, and even if you are blind or your sight is impaired, what I'm talking about is not just seeing, not just visual, but of course using all of your senses to be in the moment and experience that moment in a deeper way. So listening, what are the sounds? What are the textures of the sounds? What's the music of the sounds you're hearing? What are the visual qualities that you're taking in? What's the lighting like? What's the temperature? What are the patterns and textures that you see? What are the kinesthetic or movement things that are happening? It's also amazing that we have this experience that we call life, but I don't know how often we stop to really feel it and experience just how amazing it is to have the ability to perceive and take in all of what we perceive of as, and what some people call the manifested world. It's really incredible, really, really amazing. So I used the time I had waiting not to feel stifled or ignored, which are also choices you can make. But I used it to just root into my beingness, if that makes sense. I don't mean to overuse metaphors. I know you can't do a metaphor. So in my own life, in my own practice, in my own thinking, I try to not overuse metaphors, and we all understand that metaphors are a form of expressive thinking or creative thinking or poetic thinking. And of course, they're beautiful, but you can't do a metaphor, right? You can't literally actually do it. So the reason I'm bringing that up is because sometimes if we can use metaphors, but if we don't actually identify the thing that we're really doing, like just looking around, pay attention, to get to the point where we are experiencing our sense of beingness, right? Because that's kind of a metaphor. So how do we do that? How do we experience our sense of beingness and exercise patience? One way we can do that is to attend to the present moment by observing, sensing, noticing, what does the air feel like on my skin right now? What is the weight? What's my body feel like with gravity hugging me into the earth? What am I experiencing in my balance, my bones? Can I feel my body in space? Those are the questions that you can ask yourself. Those are the ways that we attend and we deepen our sense of presence. Not by imagining something, not by praying or wishing something. Those are things you can do, but that's not how you deepen your present beingness experience. That's another thing. So it's not a matter of either or. It's a matter of yes and. So I'd like to invite you to identify one area in your life. You can do it now in the chat area. My question for you is, how have you embodied patience recently? Or what's one thing you can try? What's one thing you can do to practice patience? Maybe you had a recent experience. Maybe you're having an experience now. So what's the answer? What's the solution? Because feeling impatient is a part of having anxiety, right? And we don't need that. We don't need anxiety. That's the opposite of mindfulness. It's related to worry, which is something that a mindfulness practice tries to mitigate or reduce. So, what's your solution? All right, we're going to do a little bit more playing today, a little bit more music for you. We're going to brighten things up a little. Thank you for your leaving comments if you're a comment leaver. If you're interested in any of these instruments and learning about them, you can meet me at patreon.com/Kalani, become a member, and I'll be happy to help you in any way that I can, musically or in your mindfulness practice, either one. But I want to thank you for dropping by today. I'm going to play a little bit more. I've also got a cajon down here. I've got a crystal bowl, a bendir, a sun drum. This is the sun drum. And this is Kosmosky tank drum and native flutes by Blue Star. All kinds of stuff we have today. All right, I'm very excited. And thank you for exercising patience, always. It's such a wonderful opportunity when you do exercise patience and then everything's okay. And it just reminds you that, we always have a choice. We always have the opportunity to develop a mindful practice and then build that muscle, that mindfulness muscle up. It's a way to increase our own joy, our resiliency, and just makes life a little bit smoother as we sail through. All right, let's go with something a little brighter. tuning in today, everyone. Have a wonderful week. I'll see you next Sunday for another experience of music mindfulness. In the meantime, join me at patreon.com/Kalani, kalanidas.com for the Evolve podcast series. You can contact me through kalanimusic.com and maybe find me on Facebook. Thanks for tuning in. Have a blessed day. See you next time.